Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be going over my empties for the month of July. Like always, I'll have these separated so that if you're only interested in certain items, you can skip forward to that section. First off, we're going to go over skincare. I did finish off 3 sheet masks. First one we have is one that I got free from Pinch Me when I used to do Pinch Me, but now it's honestly a hassle, so you need to essentially sign up for free samples to then get coins to then if you maybe qualify for the sample, then the item gets shipped to you, but only if you have a certain amount of time and can claim it within that time frame. So anyways, this was just a basic hyaluronic acid sheet mask. It had a lot of liquid, so I was able to use it on other parts of my body, and I was also able to get a little bit on a cotton pad and kind of wipe my face. However, it was a little bit thinner, so you could feel that it was like on the cheaper end. So I would not go out of my way to purchase this, but it was nice for a while I was putting on lotion on the rest of my body, because I am like very pruny after I shower because I love hot showers. Next off, we have 2 sheet masks from Tony Moly. You can always get these pretty much almost all the time. I always see Tony Moly sheet masks at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, occasionally Home Goods. So to the left, we have Pore Care, I'm Red Wine, and to the right, we have Clear Skin, I'm Rice. I feel like out of both of these, sometimes the fragrance of the I'm Rice kind of irritates me a little bit, but I never have like any cuts on my face or active acne. I feel like I'm at that point in my life where I'm more, my skincare concerns are more like aging related. So like fine lines, firmness, and all that. But again, for what I need them for, it does a good job at adding hydration. Okay, and then next off, I did finish off this little sample. I am trying to take care of a scar that I have on my face. So the main problem with scars is that if you're exposed to sunlight or like a lot of heat, it can become very dark, and then you have like months or sometimes years. You need to work at it to lighten them up. So my doctor recommended biocornium. So what it is just a silicone scar cream. No, not a scar cream, scar gel. And that gel has, of course, silicone, and then it does have SPF. So I do put on SPF, but then I also put this scar gel on. The problem is that it's really pricey, but thankfully it's not over like a big area, so I don't have to use a lot more, meaning I don't have to repurchase it as often. So you can also use silicone scar sheets. I think that's better if you have a scar on like a bigger surface, or maybe like it's on a plain surface, a big area that's like flat is what I'm trying to say. So I did purchase the full size of this, and it does run around, how big is it? So this is a liter empty, so it's about this big, and it's like 40 bucks. But okay, going on to body care. Honestly, I have a lot of body care this time. So let me go over a sample that I used up. So this is from Cake and Barrel Small Business. She's on Etsy, but I also hopped on her website because I believe it's a little bit cheaper there. Anyway, so this is the Bath & Body Works Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds dupe, and her version is called Carnival Clouds. All right. So my issue with this one is that it doesn't smell exactly like Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds, which I really hope Bath & Body Works brings it back, but I don't know, it's been several years. So anyways, this one, I smell in all of her fragrances her base. However, in this instant, there's some Etsy shops where I can smell whatever base oils they use, and I don't like them. In this one, I like it because there's like a little sweetness to it. Maybe almond oil, or I don't know, not to speculate, but I like the base oil that she uses to mix the fragrance oils and stuff. So going back to like why I wouldn't purchase a full size of this, I feel like it's a little bit light, and I feel like for Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds, the fragrance notes to that are obviously marshmallows, let's see, sandalwood, and I believe magnolia, and I think the floral note is a little bit too prevalent in this version, and I feel like the marshmallow note needs to be amped up a bit more. So that is why I wouldn't purchase it. This was a little sample, so I believe you can get these for around $2 or something, not including discounts. So I'm glad I tried it out. It was nice, but it's not my beloved Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds that I'm searching for. I have tried the Dirty Soul Soap Co. version, and I feel like that one's a little bit more why can I say sim? It's more similar. There we go. That's the word. It's more similar to the Bath & Body Works version, but I feel like it's still slightly off. So I would only consider that a like 70% dupe. Next item. Oh, another small business. So here we have one from Sugar Mama Fragrances. This is her toasted marshmallow. This is the sample pack of the body sprays, not the hydrating ones because I don't like hydrating body mist. These are her alcohol-based ones. So I got toasted marshmallows because I was thinking in my mind it was going to be similar to marshmallow from Bath and Body Works, just tone down the fireside note a lot. However, this one, for some reason, it doesn't smell anything like toasted marshmallow. I feel like if anything, this smells like marshmallows that are still in the bag and they kind of melted and they're a little bit sticky. Yeah, it doesn't smell toasted, toasty, roasted at all. So I think that was the reason why I didn't really like this, but towards the end, it kind of grew on me. So in this photo, there are little charred toasted marshmallows on an open flame. This one, I get more of like jet puffed, fresh marshmallows. Again, very sweet, but I feel like it mellows down. So while I wouldn't repurchase this, I feel like I grew over time to like the how Sugar Mama fragrances, how I believe the owner's name is Monique, how she makes the fragrances. I feel like they're very simple yet nice. But this one just isn't my scent, so I wouldn't repurchase that. Okay, next, going on. Ooh, let's go on to Lush. So we have one Dream Cream body lotion. I finished this up. I'm going to use the pot for the bring back program, so maybe I should clean this out again. So I'm going to give this to my sister. This one, it says a calming and cooling cream to moisturize even the most sensitive skin. So I found that after I wash my face at night, I tend to pretty much brush my teeth, like I'm ready, I hop into bed. But I think I need to add a hand lotion because I find that, of course, once you brush your teeth, you wash your hands, you wash your face, you wash your hands. I essentially wash my hands a little bit too much, so I need a hand cream. And I found that the Bath and Body Works lotions just didn't cut it. But this one, I feel like it's very heavy on the butters. So I think that just moisturizes my hand throughout the night and I don't need to apply. And I feel like just a little bit goes a long way. So I really do like this, but I feel like Lush is a little bit expensive. So now I switched over to the Trader Joe's, what is it called? Body butter in the pumpkin scent that I didn't really care for. And that one's pretty thick. So I'm going to use that next on my hands. So this one, it did its job. I would say I would recommend it for people with sensitive skin. It's not too fragranced or anything. Yeah, and it pretty much did the job. The scent, I feel like it's a little bit more like floral, but it's very, very toned down. So if you're sensitive to smells, I think this one would be fine. It smells a little bit more quote unquote natural. Next one, we have a 2023 Christmas item. It's the foaming body scrub in the scent Snow Fairy. So this one, I was highly disappointed because I think this was the first time for me to try a foaming body scrub from Lush. And I love foaming body scrubs. I've tried Onyx Bathhouse. I've tried other small businesses foaming body scrubs, and I've been pretty impressed. However, this one, the smell was really off. So it has the underlying Snow Fairy scent DNA, but it smells kind of like Play-Doh or clay. So it's just not good. I don't know what ingredient is in here that's making the scent kind of not be as great. But I don't get that scent in the body lotion. I don't get that scent in the body conditioner. And I don't get that scent in the body spray. So I'm figuring it's the foaming body scrub formula. I haven't tried other scents in like other Lush foaming body scrub scents. So I'm assuming it's maybe this product specific, but either way, I would not repurchase this. If it was on sale, maybe I would, just because I like getting 50% off products for Boxing Day for them, or for me to then bring them back into store to then get money off and or a free face mask. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend that, even if you like body spray. It was kind of weird. All right, next one we have, oh, actually, before I forget, and this note is a little bit wet. I used a Naked product at Lush. If you don't know, Naked products are the ones that don't have any packaging like this. So once you use them up, you have no evidence of ever having it besides your receipt. So I did use up 2 of the Strawberry Santa shower scrubs. I don't know why I wrote it in cursive, and I finished 2 of those. So I got it again for the Boxing Day sale, and I'll maybe insert a photo, but essentially it was just the Strawberry Santa, and it was in the scent Yummy or Yummy 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 or Yummy Mummy. I'm blinking right now. But anyways, I really love that scent. It's a very nice, fresh strawberry scent, and I do have that scent in other forms. It's one of the first scents I've tried, or I tried at Lush. So while I really liked the scent, I feel like it was very messy in the shower. And even though I hated, well, not hated, even though I didn't really like the scent, I liked the scrubs that are in the tub. So I would not repurchase this again. Well, I take that back. I'll maybe buy one, but I wouldn't buy more than one. So there's that one. And it did stain the shower for a little bit. So I kind of had to get the shower head and kind of like rinse the shower because there were little bits of like leftover strawberry Santa all over the shower, and it was red. So of course the shower is white. So it looks kind of like not a murder scene, but it just looks really messy. And if you dropped like red paint all over. Anyways, going on to an item that my sister finished that I used maybe once or twice. We have the Tree Hut iced coffee. This, according to my sister, is the best coffee scent that Tree Hut has come out with. She has smelled the velvet coffee, and I think she is currently using the firming one. I think it's like mocha bean or something, and she doesn't really care for that either. But this one is really good. I secretly have another one, so maybe I'll give her mine. I think that this one came out at Ulta and Target, but I purchased it at Target. So this one just smells like a really good coffee. Yeah, it's like a really full body coffee. It's not too dark, it's not too light, it doesn't smell watery. Ooh, really like it. I definitely think Tree Hut should, if they choose to bring back a coffee scent, I think it should be an iced coffee. So here we go. And it doesn't smell like coffee with milk, at least to me. It just smells like I'll take my coffee black. But it's not like really, really strong. Yeah, so that one I would highly recommend. And then I finished up one not body scrub, a body butter. This was last year's Trader Joe's Brazil nut body butter. I used this alongside of the scrub, but then of course I finished my scrubs before I finished my body butter. So then I was using this just with like other products. So this is their very popular scent that I feel like they just are going to expand it more and more. They've had this in the body oil, the body mist, the body butter, the scrub, the conditioner, which I have reviewed and I didn't really like. But anyways, yeah, this is just a very nice summery scent. So I feel like it does smell like the Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Cream. However, I believe the Sol de Janeiro one is a little bit stronger than this. And I feel like this one, the consistency is a little bit different. For me, if I remember correctly, this one is a little bit thicker. And I don't know which product lasts the longest. So I would say that the Sol de Janeiro lasts a little bit longer because the body butter by itself doesn't last terribly long, but I feel like when you combine it with the body scrub, now that one, my favorite product out of the bunch. But I would repurchase this, and I have already, but I already have enough so that I don't need to repurchase it this year. I can wait until next year. But yeah, this is a good affordable dupe. It's, I believe, like $6 instead of like the $40+ Sol de Janeiro one. So yeah, good budget friendly option. That's it for body care. Let's move on to home fragrance. First, we have some car scent fragrances. First one, hands down, top favorite, car scent, Little Trees. This is in the scent Cotton Candy. I don't know if they still make this because just one year I went to Walmart and I bought all the ones they had. So this, again, is a very fake, sugary, artificial cotton candy. Nothing realistic about it besides maybe like the sugar. Yeah, so that one's really nice and it lasts a very long time. How I make it last a long time is that it comes with a plastic. The thing is to lower the plastic slowly. So one of these is supposed to last you, I believe, 6 months. And that's pretty accurate. However, if you want more scent payoff, obviously lower it a little bit more. But just be aware that's going to make this last, or that's going to make you finish up the product faster. Next two items, they're Scentsy products. I haven't purchased Scentsy, but I did win a giveaway from Emily, the candle nurse, and she included some scent circles. Here we have a Scentsy one. I believe this is like Paradise Punch. Yeah, so these don't last a long time. I want to say I could only smell it for like 2 or 3 days. And then like it was over. There was nothing left. But this one did last a little bit longer. This one reminds me of those popsicles or maybe like tropical punch, like Capri Suns that you would have when you were younger. Yeah, it'd be this one. It doesn't smell like the Pacific Cooler that I would get, but I'm assuming it's like the tropical punch, like the other ones that I wouldn't opt for. Like Capri Sun, I believe it has Pacific Cooler, which is my favorite, kiwi strawberry, and there was a red one that wasn't cherry. It smells a little bit like that. All right, next one, we have another Scentsy Circle. This one is black raspberry and vanilla. I thought I thought this was gonna last me like a month or two. But yeah, no, this one smells even less than this one. I have to, like, my nose has to basically be touching this in order for me to smell it. It does smell really nice, and I think this is more my scent than the, what is this? The Paradise Punch. But sadly, I don't smell it anymore. So it's so funny because this little tree lasted me longer than these two. So I think that's maybe just not the product for me, or maybe, I don't know, because it did come again with the plastic wrap, but on the instructions, it said to completely remove it. So I'm like, okay, the instructions for this one said not to. So for the second one, I did try to keep the plastic on, but then I feel like I couldn't smell it. So I'm just like, I'm at like a catch 22. I remove it, I don't smell it. I remove it, I smell it for like a day, and then it's over. So yeah, so I wouldn't get these. I would definitely repurchase this. So speaking of that wax giveaway that I won from Emily, she also included some Kringle candle daylights. We all know, if you've watched any of my Kringle related content, that I have a mostly like not so great relationship with Kringle and their products. And I think this is just adding on to it. So these are the daylights. It's my understanding that you buy these in order to get an idea of what your candle would smell like. So she did include 3. I believe 2 of these are technically from Country Candle, but you know, same company. All right. So I think the first thing that I don't understand or get is that this wax that they use isn't their 100% soy formula. So I'm not sure how you're supposed to get a good idea of how your 100% soy formula is going to burn if you sell the daylights in anything else. So like a soy paraffin, I'm assuming, or I think the reason is that soy, you need to get it really hot apparently in order for the scent to throw. So I'm just like, oh, then I mean, like, do you really need this? I think then just stick to maybe like a smaller wax melt or something like that. But anyways, so the scents that I got. Let's start off with, okay, let's go like that. First, we have Country Candle, Churros, and Chocolate. This came out, I believe, for the 2023 fall collection. Here we go. Okay, all of these were like strength and throw, right? Okay. They're from, they were anywhere from unscented to like a 0.5. This was just kind of, I just used this for the light towards the end because I was waiting. I even tried putting this in a small bathroom, and my bathroom is small. So it just was doing a whole lot of nothing in there. It was just burning. And I'm just like, okay, I'll take it out, put it in my room, and at least I'll have like a little flame to attract the bugs. So it had the effect of like a citronella candle. Honestly, if I would have known that it was going to give me this amount of scent, which was minuscule, I think I would have used this on my wax warmer, is what I'm trying to say. So with this one, the scent that I got on cold, it does smell a lot like the Mexican dark chocolate bricks that you then use to make either hot chocolate or champurrado. I don't get a lot of cinnamon in here. And it does have a little like sprinkle of dough. But yeah, I just wasn't really getting that. So wouldn't recommend this at all. Unless maybe if you're going to use it as wax, but then again, you can just stick to the wax melts. All right, next one, we have Kringle Candle Marshmallow Morning. This one, it does smell a little bit like marshmallows. I feel like the nutmeg, or yeah, I think it's the nutmeg, is very in the front. So this one, I basically get Lucky Charms. I get a lot of nutmeg. Yeah, so like I was saying, not a ton of marshmallow. I don't think that this is melted marshmallows. I think if anything, this is more of like marshmallows out the bag, kind of. But like in a diet cereal that you haven't put any milk. Yeah, so that was doing nothing as well next to the churros and chocolate. So there's that. Wouldn't buy that. And then the last daylight we have is Donut Worry. I believe all of these are available except for the Country Candle Churros and Chocolate. Yeah, this one I think was the worst one out of all of them, but it smells really nice if I really huff and puff into this little like packaging right here. It kind of smells like if you went to like Krispy Kreme and someone's like, can I get a diet donut? And I'm like, first off, how do you do that? And then second off, like, sure. But they give you like the tiniest little piece. I feel like this would be the epitome of how that smells like. Yeah, so this one also did a whole lot of nothing. So there's that one, Donut Worry. That's not to say that they're like 2-wick tumblers or this scent in a 3-wick jar won't perform. But what I'm saying is that this daylight, maybe save your money and just get the wax melt to go along with this like lackluster candle thing. I had two salted caramel and pistachio candles from last year that I had in my collection that I figured, heck, might as well use it because I personally don't like holding on to predominantly soy, coconut, apricot, whatever type of waxes because I don't know. Because first off, if I get that, at least for Lush, it says that those natural waxes have like a 14-month shelf life. And I don't really know other companies, but I would want preservatives in my product so it doesn't go rancid. So I'm just like, you know what, let me finish this off. This one, I have a full dedicated review. And unlike some other Trader Joe's candles, I was able to smell this. So at one point, these two burning together did give me about like a 5 or maybe a 5.5 on a good day if the wind, was hitting me just right. But other than that, I feel like I'm going to stop buying the Trader Joe's candles. I feel like at the price point of $3.99, which is what they sell these for, I'm like better off just buying something at Bath and Body Works. And I did burn this. So it did tunnel for the majority of the life, but then eventually it did autocorrect. Some candles do not autocorrect and some candles do. This one was just one that did. So yeah, the scent of this though, it mainly just smells like if you get out of the shower and you put some like lotion on or something. So it wasn't really my favorite. So I believe that someone on Reddit posted that this smells like beer. And while it doesn't give me any type of like bubbliness or like an effervescence, I feel like the Redditor was trying to pinpoint on that like flat beer smell, like when you're like, oops, I left this beer out, and then you smell it and you're like, ooh. So I can kind of see where they were going, but to me, I mainly just get like clean out of the shower, a woman's powder room, but not floral, not fruity. Yeah. So I basically just get this kind of clean. So I went and repurchased that one. Wow, man, a lot of these candles I didn't really care for. Anyways, going on to a Homeworks candle, we have Banana Daiquiri. I have a full dedicated review on this. And essentially, this candle just irked me so much because I had to soak up a lot of the wax. That, and I feel like banana coconut scents aren't really my thing. So with this one, the fragrance notes are sweet banana, coconut froth, dark rum, sugared musk. And this one is a pour date of December 8th, 2022. Thinking back, I'm like, girl, you don't like banana, you don't like coconut, like what are you doing with this candle? But it was mainly because I like strong scents. However, it was strong once upon a time, and then the flames got really puny. So towards the end, I kept all of the cotton balls that I had to soak up the wax, and this is maybe like half of them. So here's how it looks like. It kind of burned, no real wax discoloration. I didn't even put this on a warmer, so this is true to what it looked like. The flames got really puny, deaded out, affected my strength and throw. So the performance was bad. The performance was bad. The strength was bad because of the poor performance, and just I wouldn't recommend this. So maybe they did change the formula and the wicks when it was re-released. I believe currently it's available on the Slacken & Co website. So maybe just if you love banana and coconut and like a little dash of rum, this one isn't rum heavy. You can buy one on like super sale. I got this one at TJ Maxx or Marshall's for $13. So I didn't waste too much money. So yeah, if you like those scents, maybe check this out, but I wouldn't recommend it. Last two home fragrance items. This one is from North Muse. They recently, well, not recently, maybe like a few months ago, redesigned their brand. And this was the reed diffuser that just would not die. I had this for almost like a year or something, and the liquid would not evaporate. I think it was also because when the other ones were towards the end, I would then like pour the liquid onto here. And it was like one of the ones that have like crystals or whatever. This was in the scent Ocean Breeze. Yeah, so I can't give you a good description of what this smells like because I poured other reed diffuser liquids in here. But I think it was just kind of clean ocean air with maybe like too much salt for my liking. But it was perfect for the bathroom, which is mainly where I kept it. And then I put it in my sister's room because her room gets more direct sunlight and it gets warmer. So that one I would repurchase in a different scent. However, I don't think they make their reed diffusers like that. Even though they don't make the reed diffusers like that, I would repurchase the rebranding or like the repackaged ones is what I'm trying to say. All right, next one we have is Papaya Mango. Again, another reed diffuser. I don't like these white reeds. I prefer the black ones that I showed you in the North Muse one. So with DW Home, I thought that all of the scents would be good. However, I recently opened up two new scents. One of them was in bubble bath and the other one was like something lemon, kitchen lemon, I want to say. And those are really weak. This one, papaya mango, I put this with all my other empties and I could still smell it even though there's no liquid. And this one, I got it on super sale for $4. So if I see one where I think the scent would be very fruity or very floral, I will purchase it. However, if it's more like clean type scents or single notes like that kitchen lemon, I'll probably skip out on it. So I would repurchase DW Home, however, I'd be more selective. Okay, final category, miscellaneous. So I did finish up the last two of my arnica tablet pill things. So with this one, you kind of like, I really like the packaging of it. You just kind of like twist this and then the little pellets would fall into here. You would take 5 a day. Did this do anything? I don't know, but I bought it, so I finished it up. It's more like homeopathic medicine alternative, that type of thing. Okay, next one, we have a good toothpaste that I would recommend. This is Crest Pro Health Gum Detoxify. So I really like this because it was the creamy type. Let me see. Yeah, so if you can see, it was the creamy type. However, it didn't become overly frothy because I get a little disgusted when that happens. And this one has a high fluoride concentration. I believe is 0.454, if you see right there. So I think that's the highest I've ever seen in a toothpaste, which I do like. Obviously, if you don't use toothpaste with fluoride, then stay away, but I do. So yeah, I would recommend that. Okay, final product. We have some gummies that my parents regretted ever purchasing. These are the Nature Made Vitamin C gummies, extra strength 500 milligrams. You were supposed to take 2 a day for an adult. The reason why they didn't like it is because this was very sour. It even had little like sour coating, but it wasn't like sugar coated. It was almost like if you were having like Skittles, but then the inside gummy was even more sour. So they said it was like too I feel like I'm saying sour a lot, but it was too sour and they didn't want to finish it and they were going to throw them away. But then I said, no, I can finish it. And even for me, and I like sour candy, I felt like it was a little too much. It was borderline like Warhead, the yellow Warhead, not the red one or anything, the yellow one. So I believe vitamin C is meant for immunity and stuff. So I can't say if this did anything, but towards the end, when I had no candy, I liked having this as a snack. So I don't think I would repurchase it. My parents weren't going to repurchase it. So I think I'm going to look for my vitamin C gummies at like TJ Maxx Marshalls. So I think there are other better vitamin C's that won't induce this like mouth puckering sensation. So I wouldn't recommend this just because I feel like it's such a hit and miss product. And I don't think everybody likes sour candy. All right, so those were all the products that I finished up in the month of July. Let me know if you have any questions and I hope you have a great day. Okay, bye.